2004, I remember being at the Memorial Day service in Sheldon, Iowa, and my dad was the MC. And in 2004, they're also unveiling the World War II monument in Washington, D.C. So we took my dad to Washington, D.C., and it was a great reminder that freedom isn't free, that there is a price of freedom. And here he is visiting the World War II memorial, but we visited the Iwo Jima memorial, and I put my arm around him because my dad was part of that invasion of the Iwo Jima. And I put my arm around him, I said, thank you. And all he could say was, what a cost, what a cost. But the reason these guys, like my dad and his peers, were called the greatest generation is they stood in the gap against an evil dictator. They stood in the gap by putting the cause above themselves. It wasn't about them, it was about their country. It was about their families, about their church, it was about their community. They really had a heart of service. But my dad always told me, he said, Bob, the greatest threat isn't from outside our borders, but it's inside our borders. And right now, we need great Americans standing up with us, with the family leader, with our mission of inspiring the church, impacting elections, influencing policy, igniting partnership, but a chance for spiritual revival, a chance to be a beacon in the night for the rest of the world to pay attention to again. So we're looking at the greatest generation now to stand up, to stand in the gap, put the cause above themselves. But let's be found faithful during this time. We have a window of opportunity. We have this window of reprieve. Let's seize it, and let's be found faithful to the next generation. I've been telling people for quite a long time, the sanctity of human life, it's winning, it's winning, it's winning. And we got more good news. 4 Planned Parenthood clinics closed in the state of Iowa. Another 4 Planned Parenthood clinics closed in the state of Minnesota, basically because lessening the demand. There's a heartbeat bill here in the state of Iowa. And a lot of the critics are going to say, well, where are women going to get their health care? In Iowa alone, there's over 200 women's health care clinics that they can have free or reduced or accessible services for women to meet their health care needs. Praise God, the sanctity of human life is winning for real, authentically, in the state of Iowa, in the state of Minnesota, and all across this country. We look for the day where the entire country celebrates a culture of life. The Family Leadership Summit has become a staple here at the Family Leader, and also for those of our base from Iowa, across the Midwest, and across the country, it's become the must-attend event. Matter of fact, 2012, when we started off, and the Mike Huckabee Show, he did his show live with Rick Santorum at the First Leadership Summit, Dr. Joel Rosenberg. We gave President Trump his first stage in 2013. He showed up again in 2015 being interviewed with Frank Luntz. But we got advanced all the way over here, and pretty soon you get Tucker Carlson and others. This year, Friday, July 11, Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders is going to be joining us. She's the first announced speaker, many more to come, but I guarantee you this is a must-attend summit for you. So go to thefamilyleader.com, click on the summit information, and get your tickets ready. Find out all the details about it. We'll keep updating it as information comes available to us and speakers get confirmed. But I guarantee you there's going to be a couple things that happens every year. You're going to leave by saying, I am not alone. There's a lot of others with me, and you're going to leave freshly inspired with great hope for this country. We will see you on Friday, July 11, at the Family Leadership Summit.